RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Zeisser Kia, the ultimate buying experience. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford.
O'Fallon in town to take on Alton High.
Matchup of top teams in the top-tier teams in the conference going at it here. Good measuring stick for Alton. If you can win this game here today, shows you got a pretty serious run ahead of you with the rest of the pack up near the top of the conference, and they'll have their hands full here.
And our first pitch of the day on the way from the left-hander Jones, and it is just outside to the right-handed hitting center fielder here. And that is Justin Booze Cruz, and Booze Cruz, right-handed batter, takes outside again. It is 2-0, and these two teams, as Louis mentioned, atop the standings. O'Fallon 4-0, Alton and Edwardsville both at 3-1. Then you have Collinsville at 2-1 in conference play. There's a strike on the inside corner, and we're now at 2-1 to our first batter of the day.
Important matchup here for Grant Jones. He's going to face a pretty potent lineup here this afternoon, and I'd like to see him get off to a good start here and get the confidence going.
And throws strikes, and if you have to, I guess, pitch to contact. That's always a good thing to do instead of the walks and the hit batters and errors and things like that.
Put your defense to work, no doubt.
And this one's high, and it's a leadoff walk, and on 3-1, he lost him with a high delivery for ball 4.
Not the way you want to start, obviously, with a leadoff man. Probably somebody that's got wheels out there, and Jason Ports, we'll see what kind of a lineup he's going to sport here this afternoon. If he's going to be aggressive on the bases, you do a little hit and run here. Truitt to the plate, the shortstop steps in.
Casey Truitt at the dish, and he'll take a strike with a runner at first and nobody out. So Truitt, the shortstop, digging in there now. He'll be followed by the pitcher, and that is Sam Summerlin today. And their pitching has been solid. Their hitting has been solid. They are 12-1, 4-0 in the conference once again. There's a ground ball to third. Third baseman Roberts fires to second. Out on to first. It's good. 5-4-3 double play.
Oh, that's a good turn by Roberts, and key to it is he gets it on the quickest hop that he can, gets a quick throw over to second base, gives enough time there for Calvert to be able to make the relay throw over to first base. Played in, had him played perfectly, and they turned it perfection there. He raced 2 off, nobody on 2 out now. Good start for the defense.
Breaking ball is down and in for a ball to Summerlin. Again, the pitcher today. Boy, what a way to start. A walk and then a double play ball. Lefty to righty here again, and the left-hander Jones sends a strike in there, and it is 1-1 here to Summerlin. He'll be followed by the cleanup man, and that is Cody Seeberger. Seeberger, the first baseman.
It was an 0-1 pitch that they induced the ground ball on, and Jason Ports electing not to put the runner in motion there and maybe try to eliminate the double play situation, and it comes back and hurt him.
Redbirds here at Gordon Moore Park in the home dugout, third base dugout. O'Fallon in the first base dugout here. And there's a strike on the inside corner, and inside strikes, outside are balls right now for the home plate umpire. It's 2-2. And another pitch on the way, breaking ball and just outside. Close at 2-2.
Hard to lay off of that.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Again later tonight, Marquette and CM will be playing here on this diamond. Strike 3 called, another breaking ball, and on 3-2, He got the curve, and that's the end of the O'Fallon first inning. A walk, a double play, and then a strikeout. Alton coming up in the first. No score at Gordon Moore. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Louis Korak and Brent Berklin here as the Alton Redbirds step in, bottom of the first, and no score. Alton to the plate for the first time, and it'll be Matthews, Edwards, and Lombardo. Roberts, Gibbs, and Boyd, the middle three. The bottom three, Novak, Spurgeon, and Jones, against a right-hander, Summerlin, who is 0-1 on the season.
Well, good start for Jones. He got himself into a little bit of trouble there with the leadoff walk, was able to eliminate it with the ground ball double play and strike out to end the inning, and now the Redbird bats will go to work here.
Shane takes the ball. Shane Matthews digs in from the left side. Leadoff hitter for Alton High. And this one is down and in, maybe low for ball two.
You always want to try to establish the strike zone, and that's what Jones is trying to do. He was getting the inside corner, so he started going inside.
There's a strike. Running away from Matthews a little bit there. O'Fallon straight away on defense here to the first hitter of the day. And Matthews fouls it back and out of play. It's a 2-2 count. He'll be followed by Luke Edwards and Nick Lombardo, the top of the order. The cleanup man again, Jason Roberts. The Alton Redbirds with a record of 7-2 on the year, 3-1 in the conference. Stumbled a little bit against Belleville West in a game heard here on the Big Z. There's a fly ball the other way. To left field it goes, and the left fielder Bonensteel is there, and he makes the grab, one out.
Ran that pitch in on the hands, and he was able to fist it out towards left field. And that's a sun field out there, so not exactly the easiest play for Bonensteel to make, but he was able to make it regardless.
Alton Redbirds losing to Belleville West here at home. That's their conference loss. Edwardsville also 3-1. Belleville West 2-2. And Belleville East 1-3 in the conference. Luke Edwards flies one to short center. Center fielder coming in, and it drops in front of him there. The second baseman putting his hands up a couple of times. He never did see it, and the center fielder couldn't get there. It's a hit.
Well, I'm guessing there, and obviously you never know that Reno was expecting his center fielder to call him off of the play, and if you don't hear a voice there, you've got to go out and get that ball. And you don't know if he heard a voice or not, but you can just tell with his body language he was expecting to get called off of that at any time. And Jason Port's not real happy in that O'Fallon dugout with that execution there, but Edwards will take the gift hit and get Alton started here.
Breaking ball, strike at the letters to Nick Lombardo. Strike one. 1 on, 1 out. Roberts will follow Lombardo here.
But you're right. I don't think the center fielder really had a play on that ball.
He's playing deep again for the number 3 hitter, and Lombardo check swing down in the dirt, and it's going to be ball 1-1 to the center fielder. Marquette and CM later tonight. Blue against the purple. That game also on the Big Z. There's a foul ball off to the right. So you'll hear the Eagles and the Explorers later tonight, probably about 7:15 here on the radio. Right now it's Alton and O'Fallon. Here's Summerlin's pitch. Breaking ball fouled at home plate as Lombardo stays alive.
Spoiled a pretty good pitch there. Had late breaking movement on it and stays alive at 1-2.
Alton and O'Fallon here. One of the 4 big games in the conference today. Breaking ball called strike 3. Lombardo with a check swing. He may have went too far anyway, but on the inside corner struck him out.
Well, I think he was looking for a different type of a pitch there and didn't get what he wanted and was kind of at the mercy of the umpire. That was a good pitch right over the inner portion of the plate. Each pitcher now with a strikeout in the game.
And that will bring in Jason Roberts, right-handed batter, cleanup hitter. Where's number 5 for the Redbirds? Outside corner, strike called to Roberts here. Other games today, Belleville East and Belleville West. That's always fun. And then you have Edwardsville at Collinsville, another big rivalry game. And then Granite City and East St. Louis. Pitch low and away, and Edwards at first with 2 down here. Stepping out on deck, Brent Gibbs, the catcher.
I haven't sent either team. Both teams have had a base runner. Neither have been aggressive on the bases yet.
There's a ball inside. It's a 2-1 count. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, and it's a 2-1 delivery. Swing and a fly ball to right. Tailing away from the right fielder. He makes a running catch, though. Tyndall, good jump on it, and he grabbed it as he was headed toward the line in right field. And that ends the first inning. Alton and O'Fallon, no score after 1. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Back at Gordon Moore Park for more RiverBend boys baseball. Alton Redbirds baseball on the air as we get ready for the second inning. And O'Fallon back to the plate. They'll have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. The middle of the order against Grant Jones, the pitcher. The defense, Gibbs, the catcher for Alton. Then you have Roberts at third, Spurgeon at short, Calvert at second, and Matthews over at first today. Edwards in left, Lombardo in center, and Boyd out in right field for the Red. Redbirds and Panthers, and the second inning now. Just a light wind out here at the ballpark, blowing basically straight out to center, but really no effect on baseballs out here for a change. Seeberger, ball 1. He's the first baseman. And the cleanup hitter for O'Fallon, the blue and gold, and there's a strike, 1-1.
Looks like the inside corner is going to be a little generous here for Jones, and he needs to establish that as often as he can, because I thought that first pitch was pretty good as well.
Swing and a miss over the top of that one, and it's 1-2.
Took a little something off of it and got the first baseman Seeberger out in front of it. Got him set up here at 1-2. He might want to go inside again.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball. It's a foul ball. Chopper to first there. Matthews grabbed it, but it's a foul ball. O'Fallon making the trip to Alton today. That means Alton at O'Fallon today in softball. Redbirds and Panthers in the conference. Here's another 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball upstairs for a ball. Ten wins in a row for O'Fallon. They started 2-0, then lost a game, then 10 victories in a row. And here's a shot to the second baseman. Calvert fires the first out there as that pitch jammed the hitter, and out near the bag, Calvert went to his right, and there's one out.
Made a nice play because that last hop, you never know where that ball's going to bound, and he was able to get his body in front of it, get it in front of him. He got it cleanly and makes a good throw. Got him by about a step. Good defensive play there.
One out in the inning. And the second inning continues with the catcher now, Bossert. And Jones brings it in, and it's a strike right there on the inside corner again to the 6'2" senior catcher, Austin Bossert.
It's been the location of this umpire for Jones so far, and he's utilized it very well so far.
One strike pitch tapped back toward the mound, and Jones will pick it up. He'll fire to first, and there's 2 up, 2 down.
Another good pitch there. He's utilizing the inner portion of the plate, and Bossert cannot get his arms extended on that. And a little dribbler out to the mound, and so far quickly 2 up and 2 down here. He's retired the last 4 after the leadoff walk.
The double play was huge in the first inning. Don't let the first place team get any momentum here on the road right off the bat.
Well, and you get your defense involved, and when they make a good play, it gives you a little confidence as well. Gives everybody a little bit of confidence.
This is Rob Bonensteel, another senior for O'Fallon. And it's another ball. It's 2-0. First one in the dirt, this one low and away.
Look good.
Hopkins on deck. We'll see if he bats here in the second inning. He is a junior third baseman. This one's up and away. Ball 3, 3-0.
Well, he'll take a pitch here for sure, you would think.
And he takes a ball upstairs, and here comes Sam Hopkins. He will bat. He's one of the 2 O'Fallon pitchers that are 4-0 this season. Matt Meadows also 4-0, but Hopkins at third base today, a 4-0 record on the mound, and he bats here.
Well, you would think with 2 outs they may get a little aggressive on the base pads here. Try to get that runner in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Tied him up, down and in.
That's a surprise considering he just walked a batter on 4 straight pitches. You go up there hacking away. I can't imagine Jason Port's real happy with that.
This one down in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 up, 2 down, and then a walk. That's 2 walks for Grant Jones now. And the Panthers look for some 2-out magic, and Grant Jones would like to stop him right here. He has him picked off as the runner goes. He throws to first, on to second. Matthews throws to Spurgeon, and they tag him out. He is picked off. Caught stealing to end the inning, and we're in the middle of the second inning just like that. Out on the bases, the O'Fallon Panthers. There's no score at Gordon Moore Park. O'Fallon and Alton. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer more than savings accounts, checking accounts, money markets, loans, and IRAs. They also offer a Visa Platinum Card, which rewards their members with low rates, no annual fees, no hidden fees, no balance transfer fees, built-in safety features to protect your card from fraud, and a reward program which rewards you for every purchase you make. Apply today for a First Mid-America Credit Union Visa Platinum Card at www.1stmidamerica.org.
Second inning, Alton Redbirds back to the plate. Gibbs, Boyd, and Novak. Spurgeon and Jones, too, if anybody gets on here. The bottom half of the order. Redbirds sent 4 to the plate in the first inning. Edwards had a pop fly single for the only base runner for Alton so far, and there's a strike to Gibbs. We're underway, bottom of the second inning at Gordon Moore Park.
2 runners for O'Fallon, and both have been erased. There's a rope right up the middle.
Shot to center field. That's a base hit for Brent Gibbs, the catcher, the number 5 hitter, and he starts it with a hit.
Well, Summerlin was ducking for dear life there. That thing went whizzing right by his ear. Boy, that was a shot right back through the box, and good contact there for Gibbs, and he gets Alton off to a good start here in the bottom of the second.
And then we'll bring in number 18, Josh Boyd. Boyd will see what he can do here with nobody out. Tanner Wells, 23 in there, and he is running, and he is a dead duck at second as he may have missed a sign. He was stopped between first and second and gunned down at second base.
That's not what you needed there, and obviously bunt was on, and then he pulls it back, but boy, he was caught himself too far off the bag, and at that point, he was a dead duck, and Bossard strike down to second base, and that's an easy out.
Here's another pitch, line drive, and it is a base hit down the right field line, just over the first baseman's head on 0-2. Boyd, good piece of hitting, goes the other way.
Well, the pitch was away, and doesn't try to do too much with it. You try to pull that thing, you're going to pull itself into a ground ball out there, and just guides it down that right field line, and boy, the missed opportunity on a couple pitches before. Boy, Alton could be set up right now pretty well.
Now we have designated hitter Blake Novak. He bats for Dylan Calvert, the second baseman. Temperature in the 60s today, sunshine, a glorious day here at the ballpark, and lots of fans already here early today. There will even be more in the 5 o'clock hour and beyond, with Marquette and CM playing later tonight. Novak takes a strike. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. Niles Spurgeon, the shortstop, will be next. Hopkins at third, Truitt at short, Reno at second, Seeberger at first. Summerlin, the pitcher, brings it in. Foul ball off to the right as it tails into the bullpen in the right field corner. Slices away. 2 strikes and a ball.
This pitcher working these Alton hitters away quite a bit, and they're doing a good job of going the other way.
Foul ball into the right field corner. I just looked into the left field corner. Jason Roberts tossing a little bit down in the bullpen for Alton, right-hander. Third baseman for the Redbirds, but also a starting pitcher many a days. Here's a chopper to third, and it is foul, third base line.
I can't imagine this is probably just getting some work in between starts.
Made the last out in the first inning, so he's down in the bullpen. Gibbs with a hit to start, but then a caught stealing, the courtesy runner, Tanner Wells. Right-handed batter back to the batter's box, back to the home plate area, and Redbirds try to break out on top here. They have 3 hits already, all singles. Summerlin brings it home. Breaking ball just a little bit inside.
But you see a difference. The right-handed pitcher not getting much on the inner portion of the plate. Jones, the lefty, is able to utilize that area.
Another pitch. Now they go outside, and Blake took that one for a ball. Novak now at 3-2, and we'll
What do you do here? Do you
check
put
the runner.
Do you put him in motion?
I think maybe so. 1 out, 1 on, runner not going, swinging a line drive into center. Center fielder makes a nice play on the run.
Play.
He will throw to first, and it is going to be a double play as Booze Cruz took an extra base hit away in the right center field gap.
Not just an extra base hit, but an Alton lead, because the runner would have scored easily from first, and boy, ranging to his left, made a nice play, and then on top of that, fires a one-shot strike into first base to erase Alton's threat. Boy, they hit the ball hard that inning, and they come away with nothing.
Well, the runner was not going, but he still doubled off as he thought it was going to get down or get in the gap, and he was going to score. But Josh Boyd is out for the third out, and each team now has a double play. We played 2 innings, no score. Alton and O'Fallon, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Number 9 hitter.
Well, Hopkins was up at the plate in the last inning when they picked a runner off to end the inning, and he will lead it off here to start the third.
Both teams have had base runners and lost base runners, double plays, caught stealing. Little of this, little of that already here early on. 1-1 pitch from Grant Jones is a high fastball, ball 2.
Fallon without a hit yet. Alton already with 3 on the board, but nothing to show for it.
Sam Hopkins, Brendan Tyndall on deck. Hopkins at 2-1 will take high, ball 3. In 2 innings, it's been 2 walks for Jones.
Yeah, he's worked effectively, but he's getting into a little bit of trouble with the walks. So far, they haven't hurt him yet.
3-1 pitch. It's a strike. Tailing away on the outside corner, just above the belt. 3-2 now. It's a full count. The pitch, swing and a miss, down in the dirt. Gibbs found it, picked it up, threw to first for the strikeout, 1 down.
Well, Hopkins went after ball 4, was fooled a little bit on the pitch. It was down in the dirt. Gibbs was able to locate it right away, and strikeout number 2 for Jones here to start the third.
Grant, the left-hander, will now face Tyndall, another right-handed batter for O'Fallon. Jones way over on the third base side of the rubber, and he brings it in, and it is inside too far for ball 1.
He's faced the minimum so far despite the 2 walks. Double play, he raced 1, and pickoff, he raced another runner.
Down in the dirt, 2-0 the count. Number 8 hitter in the O'Fallon order. O'Fallon, a 10-game winning streak as they come to Gordon Moore Park today. 12-1 record. Here's the next swing and a shot toward third. Diving play to his left. Roberts picks it up, throws to first, and safe there. It was scooped over there by Matthews, but he had to come off the bag into, well, toward right field.
Boy, great play both ways. That was a hard hit ball. Roberts dives to his left and knew he had a runner going down the line, a pretty speedy runner, and good effort also there, trying to keep his foot on the bag was Matthews, but could not do it. O'Fallon with its first hit of the game. They have a runner at first with one out.
Number 9 hitter and not bunting here. It's outside, ball 1. Lefty against lefty now. It's the DH. Beiersdorfer batting for Reno. Reno is the second baseman, Logan Reno. Lefty to lefty, Jones brings it in. It's a strike, and it is 1-1.
Needs to start working ahead of some of these batters because this is a pretty good lineup, and they'll hurt you if you don't get ahead, and if they're sitting on a particular pitch, they've got the batters that can set the wheels in motion.
Throw over to first and the runner back. Matthews holding the runner over there. We have 1 ball, 1 strike. We have 1 on, 1 out. Some Marquette players already here this afternoon in uniform. Breaking ball, strike, and it's now 1-2. Jones looks in, gets the sign from Brent Gibbs, the catcher.
Runner may be going here, so you might want to keep an extra eye there. I'd throw it over to first.
Low and away in the dirt, runner not going. It's 2-2.
Not a bad pitch on 1-2.
Redbirds look for win number 8 today in their 10th game of the year. They are 7-2. Throw over to first here, runner back. Roberts, even with the bag, given some room on the line at third base, too.
Playing the batter straight away here.
2-2 to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. The number 9 hitter gone. 2 down.
Late swing there. I don't know if he was looking for pitch in a particular spot there, but didn't look good swinging the bat there. Booze Cruz is going to step back to the plate here. He walked to lead off the game, but was erased in a double play.
Justin Booze Cruz, a senior.
He made that good play in center field to end the bottom of the second inning and prevent Alton from scoring.
Down and in, ball 1. The leadoff hitter bats here in the top of the third inning. No score. And the 1-0 pitch, a throw over to first again. RiverBender.com in the house. Missy up on deck, first base side, working hard. Dan Gonzalez working hard in the truck.
Working on her tan, too.
Burn. Burn. Burn, baby.
Give her a little credit, will you?
1-0, throw over to first again. She forgot the lotion, though.
And that will hurt, too.
Left-handed pitcher Grant Jones looks in and brings another one in there, and it is a curveball around the plate outside.
Good-looking curveball. Boy, you didn't get the call there.
2-0 now. Maybe the runner goes here at 2-0.
I would think so. Nope.
Still staying put, and there's a line drive base hit into center. Lombardo plays it on a hop, gets it back in. And with 2 outs, there's now runners at first and second for Truitt.
Well, 2-0 pitch, he had to bring him something over the heart of the plate, and he was sitting on a pretty good pitch there and took it right back up the middle. And O'Fallon with first 2 hits of the game have a runner in scoring position now, and Truitt did ground into a 5-4-3 double play. Todd Haug coming out to talk to the home plate umpire. I can't imagine what this is about.
And now he's going to go to the mound, and we may see Roberts in the game. Let's see. Looks like there will be a change for the Redbirds on the mound. So we will take a break here. with 2 on, 2 out. It's the third inning, and we'll be back with more in a moment. Alton and O'Fallon, no score. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Right-hander Jason Roberts going to check into the game here in the third inning, so we have a new third baseman, and that will be Bodenbach. So Roberts into the game. So now we have a right-hander in for Grant Jones, the lefty.
I can imagine why removing Jones unless something's bothering him or he's given up 2 hits in this inning, and other than that, I don't think he's pitched particularly poorly here. Maybe this was going to be a pitching by committee design today for Todd Hogg. We don't know. Certainly something to ask afterwards.
It looks like he's going to keep the bullpen going as Tanner Miles, a left-hander, is going to go down there now, it looks like, to the bullpen. Roberts here on the mound, and he'll see if we can get this third out in the third inning from Casey Truitt, the shortstop.
44 pitches in 2 2/3 innings. He did have 3 strikeouts and the 2 walks. Runners on the base. He's on the hook for those, so Roberts will look to close the door here and keep this a scoreless game.
And now Roberts finishes his warm-up tosses. Again, it is Jordan Bodenbach at third base now. So Bodenbach into the game, and he's normally at third when Roberts is on the mound, whether he's a starter or comes in. Bodenbach at third, even with the bag. 2 runners on, 2 outs in the top of the third inning. No score. Truitt for O'Fallon at the dish. And Roberts will step off to start it up. Heading toward 5 o'clock, we're in the third inning. O'Fallon 4-0. Next week, the conference will be halfway done. They'll make the turn, and everybody will move through the second time around against each other. Toward the end of April, they'll start the run through the second time. Strike 1 to Truitt here. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, and it sails outside and low. Pitcher Summerlin on deck. Sam Summerlin looking for a lead here, and his teammates trying to get the Panthers on the board. 0-0 game, swing and a pop-up, short left field, and the shortstop, Spurgeon, calling for it. He has it in short left field behind the third base area. He makes the grab. So Spurgeon grabs the pop-up, and that's the end of the third inning for O'Fallon. Still no score as they leave 2. First 2 they've left on base, and they have their first 2 hits of the game in that inning too. Bottom of the third coming up. Alton on the way to the plate. Tied 0-0 with O'Fallon. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River. From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Spurgeon will start things off here as we go to the bottom of the third inning. The shortstop for Alton High in a scoreless game. Bottom of the third, and we now have 5 hits on the board. Alton has 3, O'Fallon with 2 hits. And it is strike 1 here to the Alton shortstop, Niles Spurgeon.
We'll close the book on Jones. 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and get a no decision here today. Roberts, good pitch to Truitt. Jammed him on the hands, and he induced the pop-up to short to end that threat and end the inning.
Jordan Bodenbach waits on deck. He's the new third baseman and the new number 9 hitter. In there for Grant Jones. There's a foul ball off to the right. So Bodenbach and then Shane Matthews, the top of the order. 0-0, swing and a miss. Catcher dropped it, but will pick it up and throw to first. Strikeout, 1 out.
Pretty decent slider there. Got it down and away, and Spurgeon at 1 and 2 could not hold up. And that is the second strikeout of the afternoon here for Summerlin.
High delivery. Bodenbach, right-handed batter. Ground ball to the right side. Takes 2 hops and then goes right through the legs of the second baseman, Reno. A turn for Bodenbach, but he'll stay on at first on the error.
He's had a tough afternoon so far. Allowed the little pop fly single into short right center field. Miscommunication there, and that one just right through the wickets. No other way to explain it. Took his eye off the ball, and first error of the game, and Alton with another base runner. They've had base runners in every inning so far. They just haven't been able to cash anything in.
Get him on, get him around, and Shane Matthews takes ball 1. He's 0 for 1. Fly out to left field. Lots of room between the left fielder and the left field line, giving him the left side. And there's a fly ball into left center field. Left fielder had him played perfectly, and Bonensteel grabs it over into the gap a little bit. 2 down.
Matthews now 0 for 2, both flyouts to left field, and that one right off the end of the bat. Carried out to left center field, so Edwards will hit now with Bodenbach at first with 2 outs now.
5 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 5 o'clock on this Tuesday afternoon. It's Southwestern Conference boys baseball from Alton, Illinois. The Alton Redbirds and the O'Fallon Panthers. It's ball 1 to Luke Edwards here. Runner at first with 2 down. Inside for a ball. Edwards with a bloop single to center. He's 1 for 1. Right-hander to right-hander. Swinging a foul, 2-1.
Sitting on a fastball there, maybe a little up and away, not maybe quite to his likings. Fouls it off to the right.
Here's another pitch, and it's a strike down around the knees. 2-2 count. Two outs, runner at first, not going, swinging a foul, still 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher gets a new baseball, and we're ready to go as Luke Edwards digs back in. Number 3 hitter Nick Lombardo waiting on deck, hoping to get a chance with 2 on and 2 out maybe. Up high for a ball, throw to first, runner back, and now it's 3-2 to Edwards.
Well, the runner will be off and running on the pitch here, and anything in the gap has got a good chance of scoring him. playing into slightly pull here.
And it's upstairs, and it is 2 on, 2 out for Lombardo. It's a walk for Edwards.
Well, the mistake was made. You've given him an extra out in this inning, and if it's up to Alton, they can definitely use something here. Would like to make him pay for the error, and Lombardo now with a chance, just like O'Fallon, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the third.
0-0 game. We're in the third inning as Lombardo waits on the first pitch. And it's on the way. It's a strike called. Fastball, 0-1. 16 out of 25 coming into the game for Lombardo. Over 600 batting average. Struck out his first time. Down a strike here. The pitch. Breaking ball inside. 1-1.
Ooh, the O'Fallon contingency wanted that call. Didn't get it.
Lombardo and Gibbs leading the team with 12 RBIs each. Roberts has 11 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball. This one's a strike. Another curve, back to back, and it's strike 2.
Both on the inside corner, and both starting pitchers again worked that area really well. And now we're going to have a little chat between pitcher and catcher.
Again tonight, the Marquette Explorers and the CM Eagles headed your way, 7 o'clock. The estimated start time for the first pitch tonight will be under the lights for the Eagles and the Explorers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're ready to go again. Nope, Summerlin will step off. And then softball Thursday from Alton High. It'll be the Lady Redbirds in Belleville East. Outside, 2-2 the count.
Good looking 2-2 pitch there.
2 on, 2 out, 2-2. Big spot in the game. Scoreless game in the third, and Lombardo swings and misses. Big curve down around the shoe tops before it was over, and he struck him out. On 2-2, and Alton leaves 2 on base as they had an error and a walk that inning. No hits in the inning. We've played 3 now at Gordon Moore Park. Scoreless, Redbirds and Panthers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Scoreless game. We move on to the 4th inning now. Back live at Gordon Moore Park. Diamond number 5. Panthers and Redbirds. Southwestern Conference baseball. And both teams have had some chances. Plenty of base runners here and plenty of strikeouts now too.
5 hits in the game, but we haven't had a batter reach third base yet. How about that? Pitching's been solid here so far.
Jason Roberts, second pitcher for Alton High today. Throwing to the O'Fallon pitcher, that is Sam Summerlin. First pitch is a ball. Roberts with another, and it is a foul ball to the right field corner. Into the bullpen it goes.
We've had some bend but don't break mentalities out of all pitchers involved so far, particularly the 2 starters.
Another pitch to Summerlin, swinging a ground ball in the hole, left side. Diving play by Spurgeon, but that's an infield hit, no throw.
Now, once he had to go down to the ground, might as well put it in your pocket. So that's 2 infield singles now out of O'Fallon's 3 hits here in the game.
55, Matt Meadows will run, courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Running for O'Fallon, number 55, Matt Meadows.
Seeberger, the first baseman, digs in. He's the cleanup hitter, and the Redbirds could use another ground ball here with nobody out. They look for the double play in a scoreless game, 4th inning. Ground ball foul, third base side.
Seeberger 0 for 1. He grounded out the second to lead off the 2nd inning.
Roberts to Seeberger. Throw over to first instead. Matthews at first. Calvert at second. Spurgeon at short. Bodenbach now at third base. Roberts the pitcher. Gibbs the catcher. 0-1 delivery. Big curve, and it's a strike called.
Good pitch. Had the batter buckling. Got him set up now 0-2. Don't want to make a mistake here to the cleanup hitter.
2 strikes and nothing, nobody out. Redbirds need some outs here in the 4th. Time called by the batter. Here comes another 2-strike pitch. The stretch, throw over to first again.
Not a bad idea. You may wonder if O'Fallon would send the runner in motion here, even though it's 0-2.
Maybe a pitch out.
Contact hitter at the plate.
0-2, and it is behind the batter, and Gibbs reaches up and stabs it somehow.
Well, Alton fortunate on 2 fronts. 1, you're fortunate you don't hit the batter on 0-2. 2, good play by Gibbs to keep that thing from going back to the backstop. Otherwise, that runner easily moves into second base.
Pitch out, it's 2-2 now. Runner still at first, and again, that's the courtesy runner, Meadows.
Could have a hit and run play here now.
Goes from 0-2 to 2-2. Throw over to first. Runner back. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and it is low and away for a ball.
You'd hate to lose the runner now. You had him 0-2, now it's 3-2. I wouldn't be surprised if the runner's off and running here.
3-2, it is a full count. And the runner is going. It's low and away for a ball. He lost him after it was 0-2.
2 on and nobody out now. And O'Fallon, the first team here to threaten. Get that first runner over to third base and maybe even put a crooked number up on the scoreboard.
Bossert at the plate, Bossart, the big 6'2" catcher, and he drops one down third base side. Bodenbach scoops it up, throws high, it's late anyway, and it's a hit, and the bases are loaded for the Panthers.
Now once it gets by Roberts, forget it. That's going to be a hard play to make, and Bodenbach a little hesitant coming in on the play, and good base running by Bossert for a catcher to get down the line and lays down a perfect bunt. Now Alton in quite a pickle here. This is going to be quite the workload here if they're going to get out of this. Bases loaded, nobody out. 6, 7, 8 due up here to try to push a run or two, maybe even three across.
Now this is going to be an interesting inning now. Breaking ball, and it's a strike called. Bonensteel down a strike. And you look at this inning, it's an infield single, a walk, and then a bunt single.
Walton's going to bring them in at the corners and keep the middle infielders back. Probably wise. You're still early enough where you really don't have to bring everybody in yet.
Low and away for a ball. They have not hit the ball out of the infield this inning. 2 hits to give them 4 in the game. Panthers.
Yeah, 3 of the 4 infield singles that they have in this game. Amazing.
1-1 pitch. It's a strike outside corner. Roberts got the call that time. Batter didn't like it.
Oh, he can definitely use a strikeout here. It would certainly help matters out because 7 and 9 have already struck out in this O'Fallon lineup.
Curveball, line drive to second, and throw to first. It is safe.
Oh.
Back at first. Second baseman Calvert looked around. If he'd have looked at first right away, he had a double play.
If he goes to first base immediately, that's an easy play for him to make. And looked to second, and I don't know why the runner wisely didn't get too far off the bag there. But yeah, if he takes a look over at first base, boy, that was an easy double play. I still thought he had him at first. It was a bang-bang play. Boy, that would have been huge for Alton if you get a double play there.
He was looking for a double play anywhere. Third base, second base, and then to first base. Curveball, strike, and it's Hopkins at 0-1. Sam Hopkins, the third baseman, struck out last inning. He's 0 for 1.
I don't know where Bossert was going there. I mean, he can see the ball in front of him. Don't get too far off that bag unless you're absolutely sure that ball's out of the infield.
Swing and a miss, and there's 2 runners in front of him. Bases loaded.
Well, yeah, he definitely caught a break there because they had him dead to rights over at first base.
Two strikes and nothing. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Boy, he just got a piece of that to stay alive.
I was just getting ready to say a strikeout would be big here now, especially with 1 out.
Pop up. Strikeout.
Well, the line out was just as good as a pop-up, so, I mean, Bonensteel hit the ball hard just right at somebody.
Up and away as he wasted 1.
Good pitch there. Didn't miss by much either.
Tyndall, the number 8 hitter, on deck. Panthers, bases loaded, nobody out. In the 4th, the pitch. Swing and a tap foul. He stays alive.
Spoiled a good pitch. Right in on the hands, too.
One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases full of Panthers. Outside on a sweeping curveball. Don't want to go any further.
That's exactly my thought. You don't want to flirt with danger here now. 2-2. You want to go after this batter. You don't want to have to make a perfect pitch on 3-2, knowing a walk is a run.
Getting intense now. Jason Roberts brings it home. Swing and a pop. First base side. It's going to get out of play. Look out, Missy. Oh, it's going to hit the truck instead. The ice cream truck.
I was waiting for that.
2-2 still to count here on Hopkins on that foul ball to the first base dugout.
You keep calling it the ice cream truck. You know they're going to bring us some DQ here one of these days.
Wouldn't that be something? Here's the pitch. There's a tap toward third. Bodenbach coming home and safe. Safe. A bang-bang play, and they say that the catcher was not on the bag, and the runner sliding in right at about the same time as Gibbs got the ball from Bodenbach at third.
Well, the ball beat him there. There's no doubt about it. And I got to imagine he's saying he was off the bag because if the umpire's argument that he beat the throw, I will respectfully disagree with that call. Out was there to be made, and O'Fallon gets the break.
A slow tapper to third. Bodenbach coming home as quick as he could. And Gibbs apparently not able to keep his toe on home plate for the force out. And it's 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Tyndall now with the bases loaded.
It was a good play by Gibbs to do all he can to stay on the plate there because it wasn't exactly the greatest throw home.
Now the number 8 hitter for O'Fallon, and it is a strike, 0-1.
So fielder's choice RBI for Hopkins, and we finally dented the scoreboard.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And O'Fallon has 1 out, and they have 1 in so far. Upstairs for a ball now. Still looking for the double play. Maybe home to first. Still looking for a pop-up, a strikeout, something here to get the momentum back to the Redbirds side in the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. Strike 2. Gibbs the catcher. Roberts the pitcher. It's Bodenbach at third. Spurgeon back at short. Calvert back at second. Matthews creeping in at first. Off the bag. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a pop-up. It's into short right. Right fielder looking up, coming in, grabbing it. The runner will not be able to score as he tags but does not come home. Into short right, Boyd makes it 2 outs.
Tell you what, just get that ball in because a little nonchalant out there. I think he took it for granted that the runner wasn't going to go. And I'll tell you what, that second hop almost hit the bat. That would have been disastrous there for Alton if somehow that ball would have hit the bat and bounded away. Runner would have had a good opportunity to score, but nonetheless, they keep them where they're at. And I'll tell you what, if Roberts can get out of this with only 1 run scored, if you're Alton, you got to be really happy with that.
First pitch is a ball. Number 25 is going to bat here. That's Jacob Jarvis. Jarvis, young sophomore in there for the DH. Number 9 hitter. In the number 9 spot, and he takes a strike.
Hitting for Beiersdorfer here, and he didn't look good striking out his first time up, so Jason Ports may be looking to see if somebody can make some contact within a 2-out situation here.
1-1 pitch, low and away. Gibbs smothers it, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, so Roberts falls behind this batter with 2 outs and the bases loaded. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a pop foul, 2-2.
Again, if you get out of this, you've really got to be happy with the execution. And boy, that's tough that they didn't make that play at home because they eventually would have gotten out of it with nothing being scored.
Breaking ball, tap foul, and he stays alive on a slow curve. 2-2 with 2 outs. Again, O'Fallon has scored 1 to take a 1-0 lead. Roberts looks in, gets another sign from Gibbs. Doesn't want to go full. It's 2-2. Swing and another foul. Still 2-2. Again today, it's Edwardsville at Collinsville. Belleville East against Belleville West. And O'Fallon at Alton right here. Big Southwestern Conference day today. 2-2, another one. Swing and a miss down in the dirt, and that will end the inning. A big strikeout, and the Panthers settle for 1 run. They had the bases loaded, nobody out. They score 1, and in the middle of the 4th, they lead Alton High 1-0 now. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
To the bottom of the fourth inning, Roberts, Gibbs, and Boyd, 4, 5, and 6 hitters here. 1-0 O'Fallon now. They score first.
Boy, Roberts was a hairline from getting out of that with no runs being scored. It's a shame he wasn't able to. And just a little dribbler up the third base line did plate 1 run out of all that, but regardless, to get out of that against this lineup, bases loaded, nobody out, only 1 run being scored. Alton needs to take advantage of that opportunity. Get something going here at the plate. You've got 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and getting to the middle portion of this game, you want to start getting something going offensively here. They've been shut out thus far through 3 innings.
Again, 4, 5, and 6. Roberts to lead it off. And the first pitch is a ball. Well, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, track, still going and going here in April. Very busy time in the spring.
And May.
And May.
Maybe,
April and May.
Maybe even June.
Maybe even into June.
You never know.
The weather's starting to turn, although it's going to turn again this weekend. Saturday, could see a high of 49 degrees. Ground ball to the right side. Base hit into right field for Jason Roberts the other way.
Good start there. Another pitch. It was away, and he took it away, and Alton's done a good job of that here this afternoon. 4 hits now in the game. They've matched O'Fallon in the hit column, and the lead runner is on for the second time in the game.
Matt Halliday will be the courtesy runner. Number 2 goes down to first. One to nothing O'Fallon. And Summerlin, the O'Fallon pitcher, brings it home. Down in the dirt, check swing. He did not go. One ball, no strikes. Gibbs at the dish. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Redbirds catcher Brent Gibbs, 560 batting average, 14 out of 25 coming in.
Give him another hit today.
560 average going up. High, ball 3.
Well, he's going to look at a pitch here for sure. Take 1, no doubt.
And a great first name for the catcher, Brent Gibbs.
Why is that?
Just commenting on that.
No.
Gibbs will take upstairs, and Brent will take a walk. 2 on and nobody out.
So, Brent, what did your line score usually read? K, 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 K?
Throw a walk in there.
Oh, okay.
Every once in a while.
Hit by a pitch.
Now we're going to have another runner, courtesy runner for the pitcher, now a courtesy runner for the catcher, and it's going to be 23, Tanner Wells.
And a little conversation at the mound now.
Well, this 4th inning has been interesting for both teams. O'Fallon, bases loaded, nobody out. They scored 1. Now Alton with 2 on and nobody out. And We'll see if they can get on the board. Right now, a meeting on the mound for the Panthers.
Well, Boyd's up. He's 1 for 1, and I would imagine he's in a bunting situation here. You got Novak on deck, and he hit the ball probably as hard as anybody here today. Unfortunately, it turned into a double play situation on the ball that was ripped in the right center field that Boozicruz made nice play on. We're going to try to move those runners up and see what Novak can do.
Well, here we go. Alton trying to make something happen now with the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Boyd, Novak, Spurgeon. Somebody needs to come through for the Redbirds here as they look to tie the game or take the lead. O'Fallon will start their bullpen. Looks like a left-hander will start warming up. Swinging a chopper down to third. Foul, third base side.
I'm surprised.
Manager Todd Haug in the dugout. Third base coach is Rick Steen. First base coach is Chris Scoggins for Alton High. Redbirds right fielder Josh Boyd. One to nothing Panthers. Redbirds trying to do something here. There's a spin by the pitcher, but nobody covering back there at second base.
Be careful, boy. That'd be the fatal mistake right now to get picked off with nobody out.
2 courtesy runners on the bases here. Coming off the bench to run. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle near the bag. Gets through into center field. That'll score a run. Throw home, and it is wide right. And now they throw back to second, and safe there. It's an RBI single for Josh Boyd, and it's 1-1.
Well, he comes through in a clutch situation there, boy. Pitcher nearly was able to snag that one, and boy, it snuck through the middle. Both middle infielders converged to it, try to make a diving play to keep it on the infield and prevent that runner from scoring. But once it got through, the ball was hit so soft there was no holding back. And Roberts scores easily here, and it's 3 hits now, or 2 hits and a walk to start the inning for Alton, and they've responded accordingly after surrendering the lead in the top of the 4th, and still nobody out.
First and second, nobody out for Blake Novak. Looks like RBI number 6 for Boyd. And again, the pitcher was close to getting that. And second baseman Reno close on the dive behind the bag too, as you mentioned. Right up the middle, right over the bag, and just got into center field.
That's one of those when if you have bad breaks going against you, it'll hit the bag and somehow bound to one of the middle infielders and they somehow get an out of it. But wasn't the case, and Alton ties the game.
1-1 game, line drive to center, and that's a base hit. It falls in front of the center fielder, and the bases are loaded for the Alton Redbirds now.
Well, again, Novak that time, just like he did the first time up, he hit it on a line, and the runner there, Wells, he had to hold up to make sure that that thing didn't hold up for the center fielder to see if he makes a catch. So it load now Alton, just like O'Fallon, load the bases with nobody out. Spurgeon up. Then you have Bodenbach on deck, and both of them have an opportunity here to give Alton the lead. 3 hits now in the inning and a walk.
And another timeout as the catcher goes to the mound to give the bullpen time to keep on warming up here. And a 1-1 game, bases loaded for the Redbirds. We mentioned all the spring sports going on. Athletic Director Scott Harper announcing today that the Alton Redbirds are the #1 seed next week in the Alton Invitational Girls Soccer Tournament. Marquette, one of the top seeds too, and that tournament starts next Tuesday. And the Alton Lady Redbirds, the #1 seed as they host in soccer.
It looks like, we're going to have a change. That's Kyle Wilson, number 31, warming up in the bullpen, and I think Jason Ports is going to make the move here.
So O'Fallon going to bring their second pitcher on for the day. It looks like Alton has used 2 pitchers thus far, and bases loaded Redbirds, nobody out, 1-1 game. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Left-hander takes his warm-up tosses for the Panthers, and he comes in a tight spot. Bases loaded, nobody out for Alton, and they've tied the game here at 1-1, fourth inning.
Yeah, how'd you like to be introduced to this situation? You come into the game, coach hands you the ball and goes, son, bases loaded, nobody out, 1-1 game. Keep it that way. How would you react?
I'll try to get some outs, Coach, but I can't promise anything on this 1-1 score. But
I can't promise that we'll come out of this inning still tied.
1-1 game as the RBI this inning, Josh Boyd, an RBI single, and bases are full of Redbirds here, nobody out.
Well, the middle infielders are going to play for the double play ball. They're going to play even or just inside the bag on the corners. Double play opportunity everywhere you look.
Strike called to Spurgeon here.
Where's that been all afternoon? That thing was away.
Outside corner at the letters. Meadows, another lefty, is out there in right field now. New right fielder. And the new pitcher is Wilson. This one's high for a ball. Wilson looks in, gets the sign from his catcher, Bossert. Spurgeon, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1-1 pitch, foul ball as he tries to put the ball in play now at 1-2.
The ground ball likely will get you the lead here, so as long as you don't hit it to the corners.
Wilson looks in and ready to bring another one to Niles Spurgeon. The infield coming in as the pitch is brought in. Curveball, strike 3 called. Tough pitch on 1-2. He got the curve.
It was not a good at bat there at all. Called to put the ball in play. Can't leave the bat on your shoulder in that situation.
3 hits in this inning, so 6 in the game for Alton. And they have the bases loaded with 1 out, and here's Bodenbach with a chance. He started the game on the bench, but came in to third base when Roberts went to the mound.
Well, double play ball can get you out of this mess now.
Remember, Alton got out of the jam with Roberts pitching his way around the bases loaded, nobody out, allowed 1 run, swing and a foul tip, strike 1.
Late swing there.
Bodenbach has a couple of home runs this year. 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, and here it comes. Inside, off the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 count now. Number 9 hitter, Shane Matthews on deck. 1-1 from Wilson. Long look in. Now the stretch, the pitch, breaking ball, strike, 1-2.
Now Bodenbach in trouble here at 1-2.
And at 1-2, Spurgeon got the big curve. Let's see if Bodenbach does.
I don't know if he'll come back with it 2 pitches in a row. He might.
Fastball, foul ball, and riding in on the hands, and he fouled it away. So another 1-2 pitch. With 1 out, here it comes. Breaking ball, foul ball, third base side. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Bases loaded. Redbirds take their leads at first, second, and third base. Here it comes from Wilson, down and in, and it gets away. The run will score. Wild pitch in the dirt. Redbirds lead 2-1.
They'll take that break there. And Wells didn't break immediately. I don't know if he realized that ball got away. Needed a little help, but boy, it bounded far enough away towards the O'Fallon dugout, and no chance to get him at home. And on a 1-2 pitch, not what O'Fallon was looking for there. And Alton does get the lead. Certainly take that break now. It takes away the double play, and the infield's going to play in now for a play at the plate here. All the runners move up. Now they're at second and third, 1 out here.
Line drive, base hit into the left field corner. 2 runs will score. Bodenbach comes through as he's headed to second with a stand-up 2-run double. Redbirds lead it 4-1.
Boy, a good piece of hitting there. Fastball on the inside part of the plate, and boy, he turned on it nicely there. And the ball was down a little bit too, and got a good swing on that thing, and a no-doubter there down into the left field corner. Clutch situation there, and after falling behind in the count, Bodenbach comes through with a big 2-run hit there and gives Alton a 3-run lead now. They've come up with a 4 spot here, and they've answered well after O'Fallon took the lead in the top half of the inning. Not done yet, though. Bodenbach out at second base with 1 out and back to the top of the order.
And that closes the book on Summerlin. He left the bases loaded, and they all come in to score, so it's 4-1 in favor of Alton now. And Wilson, this left-hander, had to come in and face right-handers, Spurgeon and Bodenbach. Now he'll face a lefty, Shane Matthews.
He's 0 for 2, but he's flied out twice. I'd love nothing more than to get a hit here and keep this merry-go-round going. Right now, Alton certainly coming through with clutch situation there. They got the RBI hit from Boyd to get it started, and wild pitch gave him the lead, and Bodenbach with a big 2-run double to increase that lead, and they'd like to keep adding on here.
Strike called, and it's 1-1 to Matthews here. At the top of the order now, Alton. So Matthews, Edwards, Lombardo. The inning got started on a Roberts base hit to right field. 1-1 delivery, low and away, 2-1.
Well, we were saying they needed to take advantage of that because O'Fallon was set up for a big inning when they loaded the bases and nobody out, and they only came out of it with 1 run, and fortunate to even get the 1 run that they got.
2-1 delivery is a strike. Matthews watches that one at the belt, 2-2.
Roberts got things started. I'm sure he had a little chip on his shoulder. You had to feel good to get out of that inning with the 1 run, but you had to answer the bell at the plate, and they've certainly done that so far.
Left-handed batter, Shane Matthews. Low and away. It's another wild pitch that goes back to the screen, and Bodenbach goes to third base.
Well, they'll take another fly ball here from Matthews. They've gotten 2 out of him, a fly ball. Likely will get another run home here. Couple of wild pitches in this inning have really hurt O'Fallon. One gave Alton the lead.
3-2, full count, breaking ball, strike 3 called. It fooled Matthews, and on 3-2, he was expecting a fastball.
Yeah, he was looking definitely for something else there, and Wilson pulled the plug on him, no doubt about it, and he knew it. Once it dropped in, he knew he was dead to rights. Now it's going to take a hit, and Edwards has been on base twice. He's singled and he's walked, so take a hit to get that extra run home.
Or another wild pitch.
We've already had a couple of those, you're right.
Strike 1 to Edwards. Luke takes another strike, and it's 0-2. Couple of fastballs. Now he may get some off-speed stuff. Oh, 2 pitch. Ooh. Down in the dirt, stopped by Bossert, the catcher.
There you go. You asked for it and nearly got one. It took a good play to knock that thing down.
We're live at Gordon Moore Park with Alton Redbird baseball. We're in the 4th inning, and Alton with a 4-run 4th. They've taken the lead 4-1 over first place O'Fallon. Ball high to Edwards, and it's 2-2. He's been on base twice with the hit and the walk. And 3-2 here.
So Summerlin goes 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Got 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and now he's on the hook for the loss in this game.
And this one down and in. Borderline. The batter gets the call. Edwards will walk to first.
And he lost him after getting ahead of him with a couple of fastballs.
Number 9 hitter of the 4th inning. Number 3 hitter for Alton. Nick Lombardo steps in.
Struck out a couple of times. I'm sure he's glad to see Summerlin gone.
Swing and a miss. Mighty cut. Ball running away from him, and strike 1.
He hasn't seen the ball well yet today, and that was another case there. A ball out of the strike zone. Probably wasn't going to do a whole lot with it.
A 1 pitch. Bounces in. Another good stop by Bossert, the catcher.
And those are more difficult than anything when they bounce in front of the plate like that. Not just that, going into the runner.
1 ball, 1 strike. Way high for a ball.
Well, they batted around this inning now. Roberts on deck. He started all this with a base hit.
Wilson came in relief here, and he's now on his 5th batter of the inning. Line drive to center. Center fielder coming in, and he's got it. Ball hit on a line. Hard hit to center field, but Booze Cruz there to make the grab. The Redbirds have a good 4th inning, though. 4 runs in the 4th, and after 4, they lead O'Fallon 4-1. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berkland back with you. On to the 5th inning now. Jason Roberts to the mound with Alton in the lead. Their first lead of the day, 4-1. They lead the Panthers.
Well, they answered the call. They gave up the lead, came back offensively after working into trouble. Bases loaded situation for O'Fallon. 1 run. They came back and got 4 themselves, and now It's up to the pitching. It's up to the defense. Still a long way to go here. O'Fallon's got the bats where they can come back in this ball game. Roberts working with a lead now. It's up to him to kind of shut the door.
Ground ball to Spurgeon at short. He fires across, and that's out. Number 1, Booze Cruz, the leadoff man, leading off the 5th, grounds out to short.
Best case scenario there, 1 pitch, 1 out. Keep the pitch count down.
Shortstop number 10.
Work those ground balls and let the infield do the job for you.
Now Casey Truitt to the dish.
0 for 2 in the game. And Roberts came on to face this batter for the first time when it was 2 on and 2 out, and he induced a pop-up to end that initial threat for O'Fallon in the 3rd inning.
Then they followed up in the 4th inning, bases loaded, nobody out, scored a run. And then the Redbirds answered with 4 in the bottom of the 4th. Now we're in the 5th. And again, tonight on the radio, we have the Marquette Explorers and the Civic Memorial Eagles. Roberts brings it in. Strike, outside corner.
This really throws the conference into a quandary if Alton wins this, doesn't it?
Everybody wanting first place team to lose a game, because they're 4-0 coming in, 4-0 in the conference. Here's Roberts' pitch, low and away.
Obviously a long way to go, but again, if you're Alton, you win this game, it gives you a big shot in the arm that you can play with the big boys and contend for this conference title this year.
Swing and a tap foul, third base side. And if Edwardsville beats Collinsville today, they'd be right there too. They'd all be 4-1.
Collinsville, what, 1 loss as well? And that was against Alton, correct?
That's right. Alton won over the K-Hawks 5-4. Alton with another tough opponent Thursday. They'll be at Belleville East. There's a line drive to Spurgeon at short. He makes the grab to his left. On a line drive, he threw to first just to make sure, but there's 2 out.
Yeah, I thought he caught it on a line, but hey, better be safe than sorry. Make the throw just in case somebody misses it out there. And boy, tough out there for Truitt. He hit it on a line. About as hard as you can hit a ball, but nice play by Spurgeon. And Roberts working effectively here, though, and working against the top of the order here.
Breaking ball low, drops low. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. 95-minute ball game so far, and the pitch on the way. Ground ball in the hole, left side. Third baseman tried to cut it off, goes to the shortstop deep in the hole, and he cannot throw him out at first. So 2 on, and that's an infield single.
Another infield hit. Got him for 5 hits, and 4 of them are infield hits. That's amazing. Good hitting lineup like this, and you don't you maybe see an infield hit or 2 a game, but 4?
One a bunt single. And a breaking ball strike there to Seaberger. First baseman, Cody Seaberger, 5'9" senior. First baseman.
You're down 3. Do you run here? And any point?
Strike on a fastball, 0-2.
Well, you may have to now, just to get something started. Good start here for Roberts, getting ahead 0-2, but don't make a mistake here, not to this hitter.
Cleanup man for the Panthers, Cody Seaberger. 0-2 pitch, swing and a deep drive to left. Left fielder back, he'll chase it, and one hops the fence, and he goes and gets it on the warning track. Runner stops at third on a double there. It's 2 on, 2 out.
That was a mistake pitch, no doubt about it. Again, that's don't want to get too much of the plate there, and he certainly did, and Seeberger made him pay for it. Nice job there of Edwards getting that ball back in and keeping that runner from scoring. Todd Haug coming out once again to talk to the home plate umpire here. Tying run to the dish.
And that's the catcher, Bossert. And the head coach, Todd Haug, still talking to the home plate umpire. Now he's headed to the mound. And it looks like we will have a change here of some sort, and we'll see what it is. It's going to be Roberts going back to third, so there will be a new pitcher. And we'll take a break. 4-1 Alton here in the top of the fifth. Back at Gordon Moore Park in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River. From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
First pitch is high for a ball. Kind of interesting today for Alton. They've had 4 different pitchers that have started games this year. And we've seen all 3 of their starters come in today. Jones, Roberts, and Miles. The only other starter this year has been Blake Novak. And he may start Thursday at Belleville East. There's a foul ball. Top of the dugout, first base side.
I thought there was going to be a play there maybe for Shane Matthews, but he ran out of real estate.
So Jones the starter, then Roberts, now Miles. So Roberts back to third base. And Tanner Miles, the lefty, had 1 ball, 1 strike here to the number 5 hitter for O'Fallon. The pitch. Breaking ball off the glove of Gibbs, and it's going to score a run. Pass ball, and it's now 4-2 Alton.
Oh, boy, that hurts. Got to come up with that one there. Looked like it hit the heel of the glove, and both runners move up now, and I don't think it tied him up at all. He just missed it.
Two balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. It's a breaking ball strike, and it's now 2-2. Miles gets ready. 2-2, and the pitch on the way. Up and away, 3-2. Runner at third, 2 down. As we head towards 6 o'clock on this Tuesday, Redbirds now lead it by a score of 4-2. Miles brings it in. Breaking ball, ground ball to Roberts at third. He'll throw across, and that's the end of the inning. 1 run for O'Fallon. They score 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. The Redbirds still lead it 4-2 in the 5th. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Back at the ballpark, Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland here with you, coming up on 6 o'clock. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton as we move into the 6 o'clock hour now with a score of 4-2. The Alton Redbirds doubling up the O'Fallon Panthers. Now it's time for the Redbirds to get some back.
I think you got to continue to press here offensively. You can't sit on this 4 runs that you scored in the 4th inning. O'Fallon's not going to go away quietly. They're going to keep pressing offensively here, and be wise for Alton to get that similar inning started if you can. And here it is, Roberts, just like he got it started last time, started a 4-run inning. He's going to lead it off here. It's going to be 4, 5, and 6. Roberts, Gibbs, Boyd. Novak on deck if anybody else hits, and again, keep the merry-go-round going.
Roberts at the dish. First pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1 here as we start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Wilson, the left-hander for O'Fallon, brings it in. Roberts taps it foul at home plate. 2 strikes and nothing now. Roberts digs back in. Jason looks out. Wilson brings it to him. There's a shot right to the second baseman on one hop. He throws to first. 1 out in the 5th.
Hit it hard, but right at the middle infielder. Truitt makes the play, and they retire the first man in the inning here.
O'Fallon with a right-hander up in their right field bullpen, right field corner. Few folks up on deck, first base side today over the O'Fallon dugout. Usually it's all quiet over there. It won't be tonight. Marquette and CM will be here, and that one's on the Big Z tonight here on the radio for you. CM Eagles, Marquette Explorers. There's a pop-up by Brent Gibbs. Foul ball right at home plate, though. The catcher under it, and he has it. Bossert grabs it, 2 down.
Well, quickly 2 outs here, and doesn't mean Alton can't start anything here. O'Fallon had 2 outs in the top of this 5th, and somehow the Panthers were able to plate a run. Boyd singled and scored. He's 2 for 2 in the game. He tied the game up with a base hit up the middle.
Inside corner, strike called. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Boyd. Batting for the 3rd time today. Ground ball towards short. Shortstop scoops it up, fires to first, and a quick 1-2-3. Alton 5th inning. We'll go to the 6th inning now. Here in the 6 o'clock hour, and it's 4-2. Alton over O'Fallon. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience.
Gas prices are soaring, and so is the cost to own a car. I want to help lower that cost, so I'm here to make you this offer. If your car is financed, stop by Zeiser to see how we can help. If you qualify for financing and we can't lower your cost of ownership, we'll fill up your tank just for stopping by. And with Kia's great warranty and top fuel economy, we can literally save you thousands a year.
It's gonna be huge!
Visit us in St. Peters, Wood River, or on the web at stlouiskia.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
On to the 6th inning now. The O'Fallon Panthers, first place in the Southwestern Conference, taking on the Alton Redbirds, who are in a 2nd place tie with Edwardsville coming into today. Edwardsville against Collinsville today, Belleville East against Belleville West, and right here at Gordon Moore Park, we have the Alton Redbirds leading the O'Fallon Panthers 4-2 as we go to the 6th inning.
Miles will take his perch back on the mound, and he'll face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters here for O'Fallon. Down by 2 runs, looking to get themselves back in the game. Alton holding the lead here. We're heading down the stretch of this important conference game.
Yeah, we mentioned O'Fallon has won 10 in a row, beat Edwardsville 14-5. Just Friday night at home, they beat CM 7-1. Alton leading here 4-2 in the 6th. And the pitch to Bonensteel is a strike call.
And there goes Novak down to the bullpen. Maybe he'll be used in the closer's role here today.
All 4 starters for the season going to pitch maybe today.
You tell Todd wants this game.
High for a ball, 1-1. Yesterday we had O'Fallon softball on the air. They beat Marquette 8-0. O'Fallon taking on Alton High in softball today. Down in O'Fallon at the O'Fallon Park. Foul ball back, and it's strike 2.
You made the trip yesterday.
Yes, indeed.
I was supposed to, right?
90 miles around and around and around.
That's why I stayed away.
There's a ball high. You don't like that 409? Not your favorite number?
Not when you
at the
fill
gas
up.
station?
Not when you fill up for $56 today, and you weren't even close to being empty.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Up and away with a fastball. Strike 3.
Good pitch there. Fastball running away. Bonensteel could not catch up to it, and good start here for Miles. Just like Wilson had in the bottom of the 5th, Miles would love to get himself a 1-2-3 inning here.
Outside for a ball. Well, we mentioned the Marquette Blue was here and the CM Purple here now too. The Eagles and the Explorers both here at the ballpark, and they'll play in just a little while. Swing and a fly ball into right field. Boyd coming in, still coming in, makes the catch, 2 down.
Good start. 6 pitches and 2 outs here for Miles. Hopkins went down after that ball, and short right field, and Boyd makes the easy play. 2 up, 2 down.
Four to 2 ball game. We're in the 6th. Miles brings it in. There's a strike.
Number 23, Brendan Tyndall.
Tyndall down a strike here.
He's 1 for 2 in the game, singled in the 3rd, flied out to right in the 4th. Bats here in the 6th.
Down and in for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. 2 up, 2 down. We're in the 6th, and the pitch on the way. Another batter golfing one into right field. Boyd there again, makes the catch again. 2 hitters in a row, golfing them out to right. And slicing to Boyd in right field. 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th with the Redbirds still leading O'Fallon 4-2. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Since 1947, St. Peter's Hardware and Rental has been helping you get the job done right. When planning a do-it-yourself project, party, or event, turn to St. Peter's for what you need to make it successful. St. Peter's carries brand-name tools like DeWalt, Bosch, and Milwaukee, quality True Value paints backed by a lifetime warranty, and everything else you need from gadgets to grills. Shop in-store or shop online. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
Welcome back to the ballpark. The O'Fallon Panthers and the Alton Redbirds. And O'Fallon will go to another left-hander, and it's going to be number 55, who we've seen all day long as a courtesy runner, then a right fielder. Now Matt Meadows in to pitch here. Another lefty for O'Fallon. So each team has used 3 pitchers in the game.
Now pitching for O'Fallon, number 55, Matt.
And he'll be called on here to hold the fort and keep this a 2-run game right now. But Alton will have Novak, Spurgeon, and Jones trying to do some more damage here. Maybe give Miles or Blake Novak, who we think may come in and try to get the save in this game.
It'll be interesting to see what the pitching plan is Thursday at Belleville East.
Well, the pitch count wasn't up for
nobody,
any of these guys,
yeah.
So
Meadows at 2 balls, no strikes. 3-0 the count now.
a walk would be good.
Be a good start. Another run would be good. 4-2, Alton leading O'Fallon. There's a strike at the letters. 3-1. O'Fallon will play Collinsville coming up on Thursday. Ground ball to short, bobbled there. Novak is going to beat it out at first to start the bottom of the 6th.
Hard hit ball up the middle and a nice effort by, looks like, is that our starting pitcher out there? Summerlin playing short. Good effort. Could not come up with it.
It is number 6, Summerlin.
Truitt started over there, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Niles Spurgeon, the Alton shortstop now.
He is at second base now.
And strike call to Spurgeon.
Tough day for him. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts in the game.
Here's a throw over to first and the runner back. Spurgeon may be bunting here. Let's see. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul off to the right.
You think O'Fallon was anticipating a bunt there?
I think they were.
Tyndall was in past the pitcher's mound there, and he only plays second base. Well, O'Fallon's going to have, they'll get it back to the top of the order, so we'll have 9, 1, and 2 up in the 7th inning.
Ground ball up the middle, stabbed by the pitcher. He throws high, though, into center field. He had a force out, and he threw it high after making an unbelievable stop.
Boy, what a great play there. Basically, you're just taking a stab at the ball. Comes up with it cleanly. Boy, he had plenty of time to get the force out and just airmailed it. Now, if you're Alton, you got to make that pay.
Now there's 2 on.
So give him a fielder's choice. E1 on the play.
Left-handed batter now digging in, and that is Miles. Number 14 on his jersey for the Alton Redbirds. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Redbirds with 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th, leading 4-2. And the pitcher steps off, batter steps out.
Did you say you thought we'd be done by 6 o'clock?
We were shooting for that. 4-2 game, but long game. 2 hours now. 4:15 start today. There's a bunt. He missed it, and they have the runner between second and third, but he gets back. The catcher held it a little too long. Everybody's safe.
Boy, Well, he made the attempt at it, and I'll tell you what, this catcher, Bossert, he's got an arm. Clutched 2 or 3 times, and he throws it right away. Novak is a dead duck at second base. That was a close play anyway. Thought they may have gotten him, but Novak got the benefit of the call.
4-2 game. The Redbirds lead it here in the 6th. Again, 2 hours so far. A 4:15 start. Here's a bunt, and it is to the third base side. First baseman picks it up. Throw to first. Out there. 1 out, but the runners move up.
He deadened it perfectly, just up the third base line, and no play for Seeberger. He looked at third base, but perfectly executed, and Miles does his job and moves those runners into scoring position. Now it's going to be up to the top of the order to try to get them home.
And against the lefty, Shane Matthews is not going to bat. He's a left-hander. It's going to be Ray Bailey, number 25. A right-handed batter, Bailey, steps in now.
It's in a good spot here, and not a surprise, infield playing in.
Swing and a foul off to the right, and now to play. Strike 1. 1 out, 2 on. Marquette and CM coming up in just a little while. Marquette scheduled to start. Sophomore pitcher Tommy Anderson, and that's what it will be, is Anderson on the mound tonight. Sophomore for Marquette against CM. Pitches low for a ball. Bailey at the dish. First base open. 2 on, 1 out. Up and in for a ball. It's 2-1.
Almost hit him.
Getting more and more crowded up on deck. Third base side, though. They're still with us. Thumbs up. That's it. Hello on top of the Alton dugout. Ground ball to third, and it gets by the third baseman, and that'll score a run for the Redbirds. First and third, Alton. Now a bobble in left. They'll try to score another. Safe. 6-2. Redbirds. 2 more there.
Huge runs there for Alton, and I'll tell you what, not good defensive execution there at all. Opportunity there to get the runner at home. First, you have a missed play at the Hopkins, can't come up with it at third. And then the bobble in left field enables the second run by Bonensteel, enables that second run to score. They were going to hold him up at third base, so
Left fielder number 4.
2 big runs for Alton here to expand that lead, and they lead by 4 now.
Bailey puts it into play, and 2-run score. Again, handcuffing the third baseman first.
And he winds up at second base on the play.
Strike to Luke Edwards. As Redbirds double their lead from 4-2 to 6-2. 2-run lead goes to a 4-run lead here in the 6th. Here's the pitch, way upstairs for a ball. Edwards been on base 3 times, 2 walks and a bloop single to center. 1-1 with 1 on, 1 out. Low, over but low for a ball. Redbirds with a big 4th inning, a 4-run 4th. Now they have 2 in the 6th. Blake Novak goes back to the bullpen to loosen up some more. Outside for a ball.
So is that right? I got 3 errors in the inning? Does that sound right? Or are we going to go with 2?
Looks that way. Turn and a throw to second. Safe there.
Looks like O'Fallon's going to get the bullpen going again.
Shane Matthews comes right back in to run. Bailey hit for him, but now Matthews at second. One out.
Novak once again warming up down the left field bullpen. He's probably going to come on here to try to finish this thing off.
3-1 pitch, swinging a fly ball right center field. Center fielder cruising over, right fielder there too, but it's the center fielder that makes the catch. Matthews tags, goes to third, 2 down now.
Edwards gets the job done and moves the runner over, but I'm sure he would have liked to maybe get a little better swing on a 3-1 pitch, and Lombardo could add another run here if he can get a hit out of this.
Nick 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts, and then a line drive out to center field. And a strike there. It's 0-1. 2 outs in the 6th. 2 in for the Redbirds here in the 6th. They lead it 6-2. Swing and a miss.
Well, you don't see 2 errors on one play all that often, but critical time for O'Fallon to come up with a couple of miscues in an inning.
Two-strike pitch coming from Meadows, the lefty, and it's off the plate outside. Matthews down at third base with 2 down. Redbirds 3 outs away from moving to 8-2 on the season, 4-1 in the conference. Swing and a miss, down and in, and struck him out to win the inning. The Redbirds tack on 2 runs in the 6th, and we'll go to the 7th inning with a 6-2 score. Alton leading O'Fallon. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
Worldwide internet for our play-by-play. And RiverBender.com will still be here tonight too, working overtime, I believe.
Worldwide? You mean they can hear us in Bangladesh?
Exactly.
Sri Lanka?
Bless you. Tanner Miles brings it low for a ball, and we're underway in the 7th inning.
I don't know if they'd be listening to us at that hour or wherever they're at.
I don't know. Miles brings it in. Tanner throws a strike, and it's 1-1.
Maybe your lovely missus spread the word when she was over there.
From India to the Philippines, she was all over the place for work. Business trip. Inside, it's 2-1 now. This batter is Jarvis, number 25. He's back in. Jacob Jarvis, right-handed batter.
Well, they've gotten nothing out of the number 9 hole.
And there's a fly ball to left. Edwards doesn't see it. Center fielder Lombardo, though, all the way over into left center field. He saw it all the way and makes the grab.
Edwards lost it right off the bat. He had no idea where that was, and Lombardo picked it up right away. And
Center fielder number 28.
wasn't as difficult of a play as you may have imagined. He picked it up right away and got over in the left center field. Big out to get to start things off. You don't want to give O'Fallon any kind of momentum here.
Low and away, ball 1 to Booze Cruz. Booze Cruz, 1 for 2 and a walk.
You don't hear that name too often, do you?
No. Or spell it too often either. Can you spell that? Can you say that?
Sure. Let me look at my screen. Busekrus. Does that sound right?
Booze Cruz, yes. Ball upstairs. It's 2-1 now.
He's walked, singled, grounded out to short.
Two and one. Miles brings it in. It's inside off the plate. 6-2 Redbirds here over the Panthers. One delivery from Miles, swinging a foul. We're scheduled for more Alton baseball Friday night. They're going to have a makeup game with the CM Eagles. Remember back in March, we were scheduled for a Saturday doubleheader. Too cold or a snow out or something, and they have put that back on the schedule as a single game Friday night at 7. So Friday night, Alton and CM, weather permitting, will be on the air. This week, line drive, base hit into center field with 1 out. It's a hit to center.
He took the 3-2 pitch right back up the box. And
shortstop number 10, Casey Truitt.
How big are those 2 runs now in the bottom of the 6th? You'd be bringing a tying run to the dish now, but O'Fallon still has some work to do. And I keep looking over the Alton dugout, and when Todd Hogg is going to pull the trigger, he's going to let him go here at least one more batter.
Maybe if it was 4-2, we'd see a change.
I think if it was 4-2, it would have been Novak to start the inning.
This is Truitt with 1 on, 1 out. Miles had retired 5 in a row when he came into the game. Now he allows a hit. There's a strike. It's 1-1.
0 for 3, Truitt. Grounded into a double play in the first, popped to short, grounded out to short.
Upstairs above the letters here for a 2-1 count now. Two-one delivery from Miles, and it's low and away.
Flirting with danger. You don't want to do that.
3-1 the count now. And everybody gets ready again. Gibbs gives the sign to Miles. The pitch from the lefty. Outside, ball 4. It's 2 on, only 1 out.
And that's going to be it. Novak's going to be called on to close this thing out.
Pitching change in the 7th inning for the Alton Redbirds. Their 4th pitcher of the day will come on. A break here at Gordon Moore Park with the Redbirds up 6-2 over the O'Fallon Panthers. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RiverBender.com.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
So far through 6 1/3 inning, it's worked, and Novak's going to be called upon here to close this thing out, and he's going to have to face the meat of the order. Summerlin Seeberger. And if anybody else gets on, Bossert, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, and they have 2 on already. And again, huge for Alton to get those 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning, or otherwise you'd have the tying run at first base and the potential go-ahead run at the plate. But O'Fallon still needs another base runner here to get the tying run to the plate.
Novak and Gibbs with a quick meeting. Catcher Gibbs. At third, it's Roberts. At short, it's Spurgeon. Number 2, Matt Halliday, checks in at second base now, comes off the bench. Matthews at first. Edwards in left, Lombardo deep in center, and Boyd deep in right field.
You going to make your 80th scribble on this?
That defensive chart
yeah.
is long gone. Here is Summerlin, our starting pitcher today, a couple of hours ago. Ball 1 up high.
Scored both runs.
Novak the stretch and the pitch. It's a strike. 1-1. Runners at first and second for the Panthers. Redbirds again at Belleville East Thursday, and then that night game Friday night against the CM Eagles here at Gordon Moore Park. After that, next week, you look ahead quickly here to Tuesday. Edwardsville Tigers will be here at Gordon Moore Park. Edwardsville and Alton Tuesday in baseball. 1 week from today. So pop up. First base side, short right field. Right fielder coming in. A step into foul territory, makes the catch. 2 down. Boyd with the grab.
That's a big out there. You fall behind number 3 hitter, and couldn't have asked for a better scenario there, and you got him to go after a pitch maybe that he wasn't comfortable with. Alton 1 out away now from a huge conference win here, and won't be easy. Seeberger, the batter, doubled his last time. He's 1 for 2, grounded out, walked, and doubled in the 5th inning down the left field line.
Curveball strike, and we're at 0-1. Grant Jones went the first 2 2/3, then Roberts for 2 innings, then Miles for an inning and 2/3.
It's been by committee, and again, this is by design.
Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, some high heat. 0-2.
That was powder against powder there, and Novak won that battle. He went up the ladder, and Seeberger tried to tomahawk that thing and came up empty.
He tomahawked his double into left field last time up in the 5th. And it's 0-2. The pitch, swing and a foul at home plate. And that one got a lot of the umpire as he takes a stroll. That one didn't feel too good. And the pitcher and catcher talk it over a little bit again. The Redbirds 1 strike away from beating first place O'Fallon and moving into a first place tie in the Southwestern Conference. Belleville East coming Thursday. Edwardsville in a conference game next Tuesday.
It'll certainly become a log jam, that's for sure.
The stretch, the pitch. It's low. He wasted 1. It's 1-2.
That's all right. Unlike the last time when Roberts made a mistake on 0-2, you don't want to get any part of the plate. Force this batter to chase something out of the zone if you can get him to do it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. O'Fallon will score a run. The other runner goes toward third. Lombardo throws over there, and it's 1st and 3rd on an RBI single. 6-3, the Redbirds lead.
Well, he just kind of reached for it and was able to poke it through the box and up the middle, and they creep closer here on the RBI single by Seeberger. It's not over yet, and Bossert now represents,
don't say it,
the tying run.
6-3 Alton, 7th inning. 2 on, 2 out. Redbirds still 1 out away. High heat, ball one.
I don't know if anybody is juiced enough to get one out of here today.
Here's the stretch. Novak's pitch. Strike called, 1-1.
You know, if you're Novak, you want to end this thing here. You don't want to add any more drama to this. You don't have to.
Bone and Steel on deck. Bossert, the catcher, at the dish. 1-1 pitch. Low and away. Breaking ball. Maybe back to the fastball now. It's 2-1. Two-one delivery on the way, and just outside, 3-1. Too close to take? Maybe not. 3-1. Now the hitter in the driver's seat. Novak checks the runners. First and third for the Panthers. 2 on, 2 out. CM Eagles and Marquette Explorers coming up later tonight on the Big Z. Inside, ball 4. Bases are loaded.
Be careful. Be careful. Tying run. I know, don't say it. Right?
First base.
How about this? Potential go-ahead run is at the dish.
Well, with the bases loaded, Novak brings it in, and it is a strike. 0-1 the count. One strike and nothing. Blake Novak brings it in, swinging a fly ball. Lombardo there. It's to center field. He's under it, and he has it, and the Redbirds win it. 6-3. O'Fallon leaves. The bases loaded in the 7th inning. The Redbirds hang on for the 6-3 win at Gordon Moore Park.
A huge win to come up with this one here today and jump into this Southwestern Conference race. Alton, with this win here today, decides they want to join the party, and they certainly have. And big win here today, and beating a good game O'Fallon team who've been playing some really good baseball lately.
We'll take a break. Be back with the postgame in a moment. From diamond number 5 at Gordon Moore, it's Alton 6-3 over O'Fallon. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got Thorpe, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from.
Yeah! Woo!
Welcome back to Gordon Moore Park. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you. A 6-3 Alton victory over O'Fallon here. The Redbirds and the Panthers were scoreless until the 4th inning when O'Fallon got 1. The Alton Redbirds answered with 4, a 4-run 4th, and that was after the Redbirds got out of a tough spot. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Panthers, and they only got 1 that inning.
That turned out to be big in this game. To hold that to a 1-run inning against this potent offense, it certainly gave Alton some confidence, and they took advantage of it. That 4-run 4th inning, they answered the bell offensively and were able to get a couple of big hits in that inning, particularly Bodenbach's 2-run double that kind of stretched the lead out and gave them the advantage that they have and the margin of victory that we wound up here with of 3. And they were able to get some good pitching today by committee. Everybody that came on and threw the ball today for the Redbirds was effective and part of this win here this afternoon.
Well, you could pretty much say there's many heroes here, including the 4 pitchers, as you mentioned, Jones, Roberts, Miles, and Novak. But our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game is Jordan Bodenbach for that big hit in the number 9 spot, the 2-run double in the 4th. And the Redbirds were on their way as they scored 4 in the 4th and led 4-1, then 4-2. They bumped that lead to 6-2 and then won it 6-3 over the O'Fallon Panthers. Panthers now at 12-2. That stops their 10-game winning streak. They're now 4-1 in the conference. Alton also 4-1 in the conference, and the Redbirds now 8-2 overall.
Well, and again, the pitching by committee was huge today. Bodenbach with the big hit. And that 2-run sixth inning, you can't forget about that. Again, it was O'Fallon miscue on the play, but Alton, you make them pay for mistakes, and they made a couple of miscues on the ball that was hit by Spurgeon at the time. It plated 2 runs, and they wound up being 2 big runs because going into that 7th inning would have been dicey for them to be leading 4-2. Wound up being, would have been 4-3 with bases loaded, and you never know what could happen at that point, but once it got to 6-2, it made the task all that much more difficult for O'Fallon here this afternoon. Novak was able to close it out. He gets a couple of fly balls in the inning and worked it around a walk and a hit. But again, a huge win for Alton. And boy, you take the one blemish away from Belleville West that they have here today, and imagine they'd be on top of this conference right now undefeated, but nonetheless, any way you look at it, they're right there in the mix with everybody else.
That's right. Keep an eye on that Southwestern Conference. It's just now heating up with Edwardsville right there in the mix toward the top, of course, too. Collinsville, but right now it's Alton and O'Fallon tied up top as well. About 7:15 or 7:20, they will get this game started, I would guess. The CM Eagles and the Marquette Explorers, and we'll be on the air with that game later on tonight. Right now, we take you back to the studio and back to our network programming for just a little while, but stick around. We have more baseball on this Tuesday night from Gordon Moore Park. The purple and gold of CM, the blue and white of Marquette. They're on the way later tonight. Again, our final in the first game today, though, the Alton Redbirds double up first place O'Fallon 6-3. Thanks to our engineers Mike Montgomery and Brian Hennigan. For my partner Louis Korak, this is Brent Birkland. So long, everybody.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Zeiser Kia, the ultimate buying experience. St. Peter's Hardware and Rental, the best products, service, and expert advice. Mallory Sports, where your sports world begins. Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. First Mid-America Credit Union. New name, same great credit union. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949.